Hi, David.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. So, are you doing shows at the moment?
Yeah, currently in Seattle. It's a very gloomy, overcast day here, as you would imagine Seattle being at any given time. No, it's nice here, very picturesque.
Are you touring?
Oh, yeah, we're currently touring right now. We are on the Glamour Kills tour. We are with Newfound Glory, and we are the in crowd, and right now Better Off is the opener, and it's been going really well. We only have 4 days left of the tour, I think. And then we're wrapping up and going back home. Home for us is Detroit, Michigan.
That's right. But Fireworks, you guys have been going for around 9 years now.
Yes, indeed. We're old men.
Not. I noticed one of the first things you did was actually release an EP that was a cover of Misfits songs.
Misfits songs. Oh, you stumbled upon that.
Yeah. Were they like a huge influence on you guys?
Yeah, like we released that like on cassette tapes, and that sort of got spread throughout the online. We just kind of did that for fun and did it for Halloween one year, and it's sort of just been an annual thing that people randomly pick it up around late October and into November. So it's good fun.
Yeah. And so you guys, you haven't changed your style. Like you are a pop punk band and you're loving that. And you actually, I've been listening to some of your music. You have a lot to say in your songs while still keeping them very like light and punky.
Yeah, yeah. Our band, we get the pop punk umbrella a lot, and I think a lot of our friends, a lot of bands we're associated with are with that. But I think that our band has always done something lyrically different, and it's been a challenging year for me, or last couple of years personally. The passing of my dad, and I thought that it was really impactful for me in the writing process, and he was like my best friend, so like the only way for me to really make sense of everything was to put it into a song.
That's it.
And I think that was different on this record than we did previous records, was to really put a very literal personal attachment to some of the songs, and I don't know, and I think it's been resonating with people. We definitely have a lot to say lyrically, and I think that that's something we really pride ourselves on.
Yeah, actually, you mentioned you're doing the tour with Newfound Glory at the moment, but I see you actually came to Australia with them in 2010.
Oh yeah, we done Australia with Newfound Glory like 2010 or 11 or something. It was a couple of years ago. But it was only 2 shows there, and we've done tours with Newfound Glory here before, and that was a really good time. They put out a new record. It's picking up a lot of steam for them. It's sort of like a resurgence for them, and we're really happy to be a part of it this time around. They're like good friends of ours, and Chad had produced our first full length, so it's just cool full circle all around. It's been good vibes around here.
Yeah, is that the only time you've played in Australia?
Oh, no. We did Soundwave in 2012. So this will be our second Soundwave. We'll be really a part of this year.
Right, so you've got a little bit of an idea what Soundwave's like, but then this year, of course, it's going to a 2-day format.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's really interesting that they're splitting up the lineup. But if it's any ounce of what it was like back then, we couldn't be happier and would be a part of it. We've been, Soundwave is really accommodating, and we're like just overall very stoked.
Yeah, well, but given that it is 2 days and you're on, like, your day is set with the bands, of course, there's probably bands, well, Newfound Glory are actually playing the same day as you are. So, but is there someone on the day that you're not playing that you'd really like to see and you're really sorry that you won't be able to?
Yeah, we brought that up a couple of times. I mean, we did see Slipknot the year we played, and just watching them is like a spectacle. You know what I mean? It's like a very fun thing to be a part of. We're not seeing them. King 810 are from Detroit, and they're totally reckless and awesome in the wildest way. So I'd like to see them play there. Fall Out Boy, I would love to see them play, but I don't, not gonna be able to. But that being said, on our day, I really excited to see Faith No More and Ministry, because that'll be different and cool.
Yeah. So then, you guys have been going for, like we said, 9 years now, and you've had quite a few releases over that time. You've got a new album out at the moment, O Common Life, which you only released in March. So are you working on another album now, or do you, like, when you put an album out, do you spend a year or 2 touring before you think about the next album?
The way our band has always operated, we've never really, had a designated plan, for lack of better words. Like, we're always writing new material. I always, been sitting on demos, and so there's always ideas brewing. And it just, when we feel that it's time to, to turn the page on the record and start doing something else. So it's sort of up to us. No real plan, but always writing.
And forgive my ignorance, but as Detroit in Australia, we think of that as, I guess, mainly car city, but there's a huge music scene in Detroit, isn't there? Especially in the punk area.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that music really is an important element in Detroit that sometimes gets overlooked. And across the board, there's rap artists, there's sort of rock artists, there's punk, there's indie artists. So it's, the city itself has a troubling reputation, which I wish people would visit more to see how it really isn't. It's just, you have to have a friend there, and they'll take you to the right spot. But that aside, music in Detroit is very interesting because I think that given where we live, people want to say a lot about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's always comforting and exciting to see artists emerge from Detroit because they usually have a lot of soul in their work.
Well, if I ever get to Detroit, I will call you and ask you where I should be going.
Please do. I'll give you the grand tour.
Yeah. I find it interesting. You do have a link on your Facebook page, which you are facebook.com/We Are Fireworks, and to your website, but then there's nothing actually on your website at the moment except for a picture. But then you do have a site up for the album, ocommonlife.com.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the correlation with that is. I like to say that it's part of our mystique, but I can't really tell you that for sure. I think we use basically Facebook and Twitter as our main source of connecting with people. I think the website, that's one thing we've been talking about, really trying to amp up, and our Tumblr too, because the internet loves Tumblr.
Yeah, and the tour you're doing at the moment wraps up on the 19th of November, and then you don't have any shows off. You're having Christmas off, are you?
We usually will do some annual Christmas shows. We don't have anything announced, but we definitely plan on having some, regional Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland type things around the holidays. We've been doing every year for the last 9 years. We love holiday shows, love holiday time, despite the snow.
Well, can you imagine? Have you ever spent Christmas somewhere else other than Detroit? Have you?
There was 1 year. I have family. My sister and my aunt moved to California, and I spent 1 year in Encino and right in the valley of LA. So that was different. I can't say I didn't like it though. I mean, I think that home is sort of a intangible thing sometimes. I felt more at home with them, and basking in the sun than I did standing in front of a Christmas tree alone in Michigan. So.
Well, I was wondering, with the whole white Christmas concept, was it strange that year not having snow?
I know. It's definitely picturesque and very nice. It's just, if I had a wish, I would probably just have snow on Christmas Day, and that'd be about it.
Yeah, because I can't actually imagine a Christmas when it's cold.
Yeah, I think everyone should experience it. I mean, it's definitely fun. I mean, you see, you can watch Miracle on 34th Street or The Christmas Story, and you see all these grand Midwestern, American Christmas. And I often wonder if people like you in Australia wish you had that.
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I mean, we grew up with it, so it's nothing new. But I think I'm turning 29 in February. I think I've done my time in Michigan. I probably will start gravitating towards the warmth, whether it be in California or somewhere.
But anyway, so then, are you guys planning an international tour other than coming down to Australia? Are you going to Europe or anything with this album, or have you already been?
There's stuff in the works. Again, it's still at the drawing board right now for our touring plans, but we definitely want to make a presence in the UK and Europe because we haven't been there in a couple of years, like Australia, and we really, with the new record, we definitely want to make our footprint there. I personally would love to go back to these places. So, we'll definitely keep busy for the year.
Yeah, and can we expect some side shows from you guys while you're doing Soundwave, some side waves?
Right, yeah. We don't have anything announced. We definitely will probably end up doing one. I'm not sure if they've already started announced Soundwaves or not, but we've done it the previous time we did it. We did it with 4 Years Strong and I Am the Avalanche. It'd be great to be able to do it again. No, there's like that gap between the two sets of dates. So I think we will end up doing it. I just don't know who with yet.
Yeah, so you will be, of course, here for the Soundwave Festival, and people can purchase tickets for that at soundwavefestival.com. You are on day 2 in Melbourne with Faith No More and Soundgarden headlining.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
And you are definitely, from what I've heard of your music, you're a band worth checking out. Thank you very much. It has been great talking to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, make sure you come say hello if you are in the area for Melbourne. I'm sure we'll be hanging out there and I'll be looking for the hotel.
Awesome. I will, and have a good night. I hope the show goes well tonight.
Great.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.